Hey, have you ever felt overwhelmed by the pressure of having to train hard every single day? The truth is that daily intense training can actually be counterproductive to progress and improvement. Yeah, training hard every day can be crazy. Our bodies actually need time to recover and rest and to build strength and endurance. And we need to actually allow it to do that in order for us to get progress in whatever training program we're in. Pushing yourself to the limit without allowing your body to recover can lead to injuries and burnout. Instead of training intense every single day, you need to find the balance between rest and intense workouts so that you can have the full benefit of training hard. By incorporating rest in your routine, you allow your body to grow and repair and get stronger. If you're not training properly, then almost everything might seem hard to you. We're not talking about you. We're not talking about somebody who's not really training and putting in the effort. We're talking about a person who is training hard and is so motivated they want to keep training hard. So if you're not training properly, then almost everything you do might seem hard. That's not what we're talking about today. So if we look at Klavora's chart that gives us how the body actually changes with the stimulus, we look at the first part here where it talks about the biological state before you start working out. And then of course you could either train too easy, you could train adequately, or you can train too hard. And when you train, of course, that causes fatigue. So your biological state gets reduced somewhat. And then there is the recovery or the compensation. And it's in the compensation that you actually get better. The rest will allow for you to overcompensate. You could get super compensation where you see the case of training adequately. But then when you start training hard again, or you start to add the additional stimulus, is where the trick is. If you started too early, you can end up with very little improvement. If you started too late, you could end up with no improvement whatsoever, but you have to start it right on time to benefit from the additional improvement and from the compensation from the previous workout. Remember, progress is not only measured by how much you sweat or how sore you are the following day, but genuine progress is when you actually allow your body to recover and rest and adapt to the changes and to the workout that you actually did. Another key factor in breaking the madness of this intense daily workout is the fueling that you provide your body. Giving your body the right nutrients and energy and calories is important for recovery because in fact the body needs to repair from the workout that you did. So you have to be fueling your body and you must be hydrating properly in order for you to properly benefit from the intense work that you're doing. Hard training is perspective. Hard training is personal too, and hard training is relative. But you must know when your body is saying to you, I've had enough. And you must judge that properly and know when to back off a bit to allow your body to rest and recover. It is actually in the rest and the recovery that you actually adapt and your body gets better. You get fitter from the stimulus or from the workout that you did. That's the whole objective. You train and the body responds and recovers, and it's actually after you've recovered that you're able to train again. And so it's very important if you're doing gym work, it's not to work the same group of muscles every day. You might work one group of muscles today, the following day you work a different set of muscles, but of course you must be fueling your body properly in order for you to be able to recover and come back the next day and do exactly what you need and not overdo it. There are many ways to stay active and not lose fitness. The low intensity activities, jogging, walking, stretching, yoga, work on your mental game. Those are part of what you need to incorporate in your training program that will allow for you to recover but not lose your fitness. So going for a jog, going for a walk, doing some stretching and yoga, that's actually good for you during the recovery days. But make sure you incorporate those so that you can fully benefit from the hard work that you do. By incorporating those activities into your routine, you give your body the chance to recover without sacrificing your progress. And of course, The training program must be individualized. It must be based on your ability. It's not following what somebody else is doing, but you must be doing it based on what you're capable of doing at the time, knowing that, of course, we're getting fitter and fitter, and we might not be able to do something today, but let's see what happens when we adapt and we come back the following week and see we might be able to do the same thing, and it feels a lot easier. Proper cycling your workouts between hard days and medium days and light days is so important for you to really get the chance to improve. Working on some technical skills, doing those off days, doing the in between those hard days workouts, that's also important. Working on your breathing, working on other aspects, but not necessarily having intense workouts. That's where the balance need to be made, need to be had. If you're feeling exhausted and experiencing pain, that may be a sign that you need to back off and give yourself some rest. It might seem as though it is admirable to push through the pain, but most times you might want to just back off and allow your body to recover from it. Of course, this is in the context of that training program. You're being guided. Make sure you're communicating with your trainer, with your coach, so that you know exactly where you are and you know what can be adjusted. Pushing through the pain can lead to long-term injuries and setbacks, and that's not what we want. So you want to make sure that you're making the right adjustments and might need to take additional rest days and incorporating some low intensity activities to allow for your body to fully recover. In conclusion, breaking the madness of this daily intense training program is about finding the right balance, fueling your body and listening to its needs. Those are very important. While you're on this journey that you want to be successful, make sure you're listening to your body and you're making the right adjustments. Remember, progress is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself on this journey that you're on to be fitter and better. Thank you for joining us on Technique Talk. Stay tuned to our channel. Like and subscribe. Share it with others. See you next time.